Okay, here's the opinion about the Jack and Gab situation from somebody who actually watched Jack and Gab, okay? So I started watching them around the YouTubers couple retreat. What was that, 2018, 2019 maybe? I don't know. But it was a while ago. And I started watching them. I genuinely love their content. Went back and watched old videos. I showed my husband videos. We both liked their content. I was really shocked when they broke up. And I just couldn't believe it. But them being broken up, I didn't really watch either of them after the breakup because I didn't really know how I felt about it. I didn't know if they were even genuine anymore. They both had changed so much since the breakup, and everything just seemed weird and off. So I did not watch them. And it was probably because they just broke up. They were in a long relationship through most of the high school. So it probably was nothing. But anyways, so I started following Gab back and started watching her stuff, after she started like exposing like the whole breakup situation. And then I kind of thought she was dramatic about the trash can being kicked and all those other things, but I started like noticing little things she did here and there. Like when she said, she pretty much said she dated that guy and she didn't really like him like that. That was a really big red flag. She got on Twitch one night and she was like, instead of doing this, y'all, you can help me buy my apartment. It was like the way she was being though, it was almost like she was begging, and you definitely have the money to pay for those things. Like, you have money, sis. Like, why are you out here begging these people who probably don't have shit and are giving you a subscription and it could be hurting them? But anyways, so then there's that. And then there was little things like the way she would just call out Jack, like just randomly, like when she got her podcast and they did like a whole podcast about Jack, when she's like, I'm not allowed to talk about this. I'm not allowed to talk about this. But finally, I'm going to talk about it now that I have a podcast and I have this following. Like, I'm going to talk about it. So it was like they were trying to get traction to their podcast, in my opinion, which I could be wrong because I wasn't there. Jack and Gab are the only ones who know what really happened. There's two sides of every story, and then there's the truth. So they both could be in the right, or they both could be in the wrong. Or however you see it, we don't know what really happened. But my opinion is Jack is the one that's being genuine. And before, I didn't believe that. But when he came back and showed the receipts, I looked back on Gab's behavior, how she called him out randomly when he wasn't saying a thing about her. The only thing he would do is defend himself. And even how he defended himself was not in the attacking way how she brought out these situations. So I have to say, I'm going with it. And also, there's another fact that she's like on TikTok. She's like, yeah, I'm going to say what I haven't said before, the car. She already told everybody that she bought the car. She told everybody that on her podcast. It wasn't the first time that she brought it up, but she made it seem like it was. But anyways, so I'm going to have to take his side on this one. And also the fact that he says that was their couple's TikTok. It was, because at first, I don't know if it's still there, haven't looked in a while, but when they first broke up, the first year or so, you could scroll down and you could see all their content together on the TikTok page. I don't know. I don't know who's right. I don't know who's wrong. And then there's another red flag that I may be the only one who thought it was a red flag. But when Jules and Saad got engaged, they did not show Gab's reaction to the engagement. And they all used to be best friends. And now none of them film together. And Jules and Saad, I don't know them. I could be wrong. They seem like really, really sweet people. I just couldn't see them doing some shady shit to her, which they could have. I don't know. I don't know them in real life. I don't know Gab in real life. So I could be wrong about this whole situation. But my humble opinion is that she's doing this for clout and Jack's just trying to move on with his life with his girlfriend. And she can't seem to get it together.